Hey guys, I'm back and we're going to work on the Kaleidoscope Workshop on the Go. Now this was the card kit that I purchased from Close to My Heart that I'm hoping is going to teach me how to work on layering cards. So I have all my pieces cut and I wanted to show you that out of the 12 by 12 sheets you receive, this is what you have left. Oh, come here. So, and it tells you exactly what sizes to cut. Oh, sorry for that glare. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay. So it will show you exactly what color to cut, what sizes to cut, and then it tells you like 1A, 2, or 1A, 2C, 3B, so on and so forth, and it tells you how to layer up your cards. And when you open this flap up, it shows you what cards you'll be making. So, I'm just going to stick this right here. And from the first sheet, I cut this piece and this piece. And I just needed this one little, oops, sorry, out of frame. This one little panel piece. So that's one sheet of the 12 by 12. And let me go back to this right here. No, wrong way. This way. This way. So there's the decorated sheets. There you get two of them. And I needed to cut 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I needed 4 panels off of one and then one extra one off the next one. And then I needed the little strips. So instead of cutting this sheet into the little strips, I took what was extra here and cut out my other strips that I needed. So this is what I have left from the first 12 by 12 that I cut. I'm hoping this makes sense. And then this is what I have left from the second 12 by 12 sheet. So it's still plenty enough left to make cards or scrapbooking or, you know, anything else that you might need. And then this right here is the white daisy, and I kept every sliver, if you guys can see that. This one I'm actually going to throw away, but I wanted you guys to see what was left of the 12 by 12. And that's of the white daisy cardstock. And of course I just chopped off all my nails, so now I can't pick anything up. The Whisper. So that's what you have left of the 12 by 12 there, which is kind of hard to see because I put it on a darker, or I flipped my mat. So that's what's left of this one. And then the Pixie. And I made a boo-boo. You were supposed to cut 4 1/4 by 1, and I cut it at 4. So I made a mistake. I cut another strip. So you'll end up with a little more than what I did if you cut it correctly, but we all know me. So this is what I have left of the Pixie, and then what I have left of my pear. Okay? So I wanted to show that, and then like I said, it's all labeled out, so that way when you go to do this part, it tells you to put 1A here, 1B here, 1C, 1D, so on and so forth. And then this part here tells you how to embellish it. Okay, and there's little like bubbles and stamp this to here, then stamp this over that, so on and so forth. So I went ahead and I separated my card pieces just to save some time, because we all know that I'm not the fastest crafter in the world. So I have my card number 1 here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do it assembly line, and hopefully this video won't be forever long. I also have my inks that we just purchased, Pixie, Canary, and Pear, which is the 3 that are requested to go with this line here. Perfect with the coordination of the papers. I have my shimmer trim, my enamel gems. I have my adhesive that I'm going to use today, which I should probably pull out extra just in case. Come on, little buddy. Okay, and I got my spare. And I feel like I'm missing something. Yes. Also my foam tape, which I'm going to use the Close to My Heart foam tape, 3D foam. So get those guys out and ready to go. Okay. And I'm just going to start applying. So this guy here. Now, the only reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to show you her. I know I have quite a few subscribers on here who tell me that they can understand where I'm coming from when it comes to that I'm not confident in my card making skills. So I just want to show you how easy this kit is. And this is the first time I've ever done one, so you're learning with me. Because like I said, I've never done one before. Okay, and I can see that it's overlapped a little bit, which is my fault because of the fact of the way I cut it on my trimmer. So I'll go through and trim that off. A little bubble on there. And so I grabbed out my extras. So I'll worry about that in just a minute. I'm hoping I'm in frame. I wasn't really paying attention, sorry. So, anywho, as I'm doing this, I will chit-chat like I usually do. And now that I know it's going to be kind of off, I will try to set it off more on one side than the other, so I'm not trying to trim all four corners because I'm not good at trimming either. But, gosh, can you guys believe that it's the end of the school year already? Already, Scarlett's got 7 more days. And then she does her graduation. And it's all over for her. She is officially a first grader. And Alyssa's got her graduation also on the same day. So they're doing kindergartners at 9 o'clock and then 8th graders 6:30 at night. And oh, she's going to be a freshman in high school and I'm so not ready. And she's so cute because I think she's just as nervous as I am about starting high school. I remember taking her to kindergarten for her first day. I cried like a baby. I'm going to cry again like a baby. Oh, so not ready. Jonah will be going into the 3rd grade. Brianna's going into the 8th grade. All my babies are growing up, whether I like it or not. So, yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to take my micro tip scissors and trim this guy off, and hopefully I don't screw it up. I love these scissors so much. I use them for just about everything. So, that's what's been going on. So, this week will be kind of a crazy week. Actually, next week will probably be a little more crazy because it's their final week. So, I hope you guys can't hear my husband's TV. It's kind of turned up a little loud, it sounds like. And my microphone on my webcam is like so ultra sensitive. There was one video I rewatched one of my videos and realized, oh my gosh, I had like a murder mystery show on or something. It was terrible. I was like, oh my gosh. And I got a couple, I don't remember, but I must have made a comment or something in it because some of you were like, yeah, I can hear that. I'm like, oh no. Sorry. So now I have my TV on mute because knowing my luck, what I'm watching right now, they'd come back and like, you know, I'd get in trouble. I'm a huge wrestling fan, so I'm pretty sure WWE wouldn't appreciate me playing their stuff in the background. Which, I mean, I get the whole licensing thing, but come on now, in a way, if you think about it, I'm promoting you for free. You know, somebody, one of my viewers may have never heard your music before, and because they heard it in the background of my video, they are now buying your album, or, you know, going on to iTunes or whatever programs people use now. I don't use programs like that. I use Pandora. whatever comes on is what comes on. I don't really specify for one person, so I've been lucky so far. I haven't had a video come back and go, no, you can't play this because there's something going on in the background. So I just always thought that was kind of strange. But I also understand it. Oh, yeah, I'm so dreading high school for my daughter. Not ready for it. But the cool thing is, from what I understand, is that they are going to have their own laptops. And, so, because my daughter's biggest problem in school is she, for some reason, she does the work. She's highly, highly intelligent. But she just doesn't turn in the work. So, in high school, with all their stuff being on computers, I won't have to worry about her turning in a piece of paper because all she has to do is hit the send button from home and her homework's turned in. So, I want to talk to the principal since I somehow am on the parent site council or whatever it's called. I still don't understand how I got grouped into this. But anywho, I want to ask him if there's a way that I can check if her homework's being turned in every week. Because then I'll just go online and check her homework every week and see if it's being turned in. And that will solve the I forgot to turn it in problem. Okay, so that part of card 1 is done. And then I need to, it looks like, I need to put on some shimmer trim. Oh, I guess I should have done that first, huh? See, I'm learning. I am learning. I should have done that first. Should have done my panel first and then put my panel on. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Oh well. Too late now. Now I know for next time. Okay. So, oh, come off there. Now this is the trim that I am not, I have a real hard time getting it off. Okay. And see, it's just got a plastic, can you guys see that? It's got a plastic backing on it. And this stuff is some strong adhesive, I tell you what. Once it's down, it's done. There is no, oops, I messed up, let me fix it. It's on there. Okay. Oops, put my cap on. Okay. So there's that one. And like I said, I'm doing these ones for my mom because she wants to send a cute little card to my grandmother in Japan. She's going to be 80, no, that's my grandmother in Missouri. My grandmother in Japan is going to be 94, I do believe. 93 or 94, somewhere in there. She's doing very well, actually. I'm, like, amazed. Like, the women on my mom's side of the family have really, really strong, I don't even know what to call it. And I'm not measuring this, I'm just kind of eyeballing it, which is probably not the best thing to do for a beginner, but I'm not good with, I don't like measuring, I guess. Okay. I'm looking at it this way. The one person who receives this card will not receive the exact same next card. So they won't know that the card before it, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Ouch, I just poked myself. The tips on these scissors are sharp as all get out. I don't know how many times I've stabbed myself. Not because of the scissors, you know. Just because it's me. Okay. Last one. Alright, so mental note to self, do the panel first and then do the, I love this trim. I love how the glitter doesn't come off. It's just, see? Well, probably not, but like there's no glitter on my fingers. I love this stuff. Okay, So next, now what I'm going to do, oh wait, yeah, next I'm going to lay these guys down, right? Yes. Took green shimmer trim, under bottom, edge 1. Okay, now here it's telling me to use the 3D foam tape. I don't want to use the foam tape on this part. I want to use the foam tape on the next part. Think about what I was doing. Okay. So I want this guy on here about halfway. Am I going to need to trim that too? Yeah. I guess we'll do that right now so I don't forget. Been watching a lot of art journaling videos too lately, so that's going to be coming up because, yeah, I can't wait any longer to start playing with my art journal. And I've had questions and comments about whether or not my channel is going to be dedicated just to Close to My Heart, and thank you so much for that. I mean that in the kindest way possible. That totally warms my heart that my other videos are enjoyed. Like I have, you know, I have my few viewers that have, like, y'all have been here with me since the beginning. Not that the ones who haven't been don't matter, but y'all have been here with me since the beginning. You guys have watched my bumpy ride and my roller coaster of a journey so far. And you guys have made comments about how, you know, you enjoy hanging out with me and you like listening to the chit chat and things like that. But I was starting to get a little worried that my newer subscribers were kind of like, okay, well, what are you doing now? You know, 40-minute videos, this is forever. So it really does warm my heart when someone comments and says, hey, I don't mind your videos being 40 minutes long. I enjoy watching your videos while I'm crafting because then I don't have to keep, you know, because it's not a 15-minute video, I don't have to look for another video to watch next because yours is over so quickly. I turn yours on and then I can craft with you, and that just makes me excited. Because like I said in the very, very beginning of my journey, is that I don't want this to be just a channel. I don't want this to be just a, you know, another YouTube channel. I wanted this to be a hangout spot. And I feel like my goal has been accomplished when I get questions and comments about, hey, are we still going to be hanging out? You know? I'm doing Close to My Heart videos because I would like to promote my business. Crafting is something that I enjoy doing, and I mean, had you asked me this 3 years ago, hey, you know, you're going to have a YouTube channel, and you're going to meet some amazing people on here, and this is what you're going to want to do for a living, I would have looked at you and laughed, because, no, this is not what I do. I'm a retail worker, and I managed, you know, I was a assistant manager for Walgreens for 7 years. I worked for the company for 13. I started working for them when I was 16. So, I mean, you know, my journey was there. And for those of you who don't know, because I do have a lot of new subscribers, I got into a wonderful car accident that completely changed my life. And due to that, I'm going to stick this one down too. I've learned nothing. Just throwing that out there. Anywho, I was in a car accident 3 years ago that completely changed my life. And I'm here and I'm alive and I'm grateful for that every day. And, you know, life works in mysterious ways. My husband and I said that I was going to be a stay-at-home mom by the time my son started kindergarten, and my accident happened, oh, we'll say, the last week of August, we'll say September, 2 months later. And I became a stay-at-home mom. So, oh, I wanted to put this one up on foam tape. Do I still want to put it up on foam tape, or am I good? No, I want to put it up on some foam tape. It's the next piece that I want to put down with this stuff. I can never remember how to close this. Okay. So I'm going to use a little bit of my foam tape here. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys were looking for a professional when it comes to this stuff, y'all are in the wrong place, because that's just not me. But anywho, I had no idea that my accident was that bad or that, oh my gosh, serious. And so now I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I became a stay-at-home mom the year my son started kindergarten. So although it wasn't in my plan, because, we didn't feel like we were financially ready or, financially secure enough for me to be able to quit my job, fate, God, destiny, whatever you choose to call it, said, yeah, you're going to be a stay-at-home mom. And that's what happened. So I started going stir crazy, and I started watching YouTube videos. Actually, I had no idea anything about YouTube videos until my sister-in-law, Lori, said, hey, my sister's having a baby. I'd like you to crochet me a blanket. And I said, all right, cool. I can do that. And then I drove myself crazy trying to buy magazines to find a baby pattern that I liked. And she goes, how come you don't just look it up on YouTube? What do you mean YouTube? YouTube's haha funny. And she's like, no, you can learn stuff on YouTube. I'm like, you can? So ever since then, I've been a YouTuber. And, life takes us on our journey, and I started making videos, and here we are today. So this is what I want to do for a living. I want to make cards and sell them like a lot of you women do, and they're beautiful cards, and, be able to make projects and enjoy my job, and, sell cards on eBay or Etsy or whatever, and my crochet projects. And I don't think I'll ever be a billionaire, but, I'm okay with that. These, I'm just trying to center them. In the center. It looks a little wonky, but that's alright. That'll just be a fun wonky card. Okay. I'm hoping I'm staying in frame for all this. I haven't looked up. Sorry. I don't even know what time we're at. Probably like 30 minutes already. Oh, 23. That was close. Oh, I feel like the slowest crafter in the world. I know you guys hear me say that a lot, but it's true. I feel like I'm really slow. Is it because I talk too much? Wait. I think the funnest part about my videos, quite honestly, is uploading them, because I said from the beginning I don't edit any mistakes. Number one, because I don't know how. I still don't know how. I've been on YouTube for 2 years. I still use my Logitech webcam. I still don't know how to edit anything or make fancy videos or anything like that. That still looks a little wonky too. I can't figure out how to make them look straight. I think my eyeballs are crooked. Anyways, so everything I do is in real time. And like I said, I was always worried that people were like, oh my gosh, can't you speed up your videos? Can't you do voiceovers? So when I had that question this last week about whether or not all my videos were going to be related to Close to My Heart, I like smiled. That totally just made my day. And I know a lot of you have said it to me before, and a lot of you have made me smile by making that comment, but I just wanted to, I'm hoping that person's watching, because I just wanted to express to them that it totally made my day when they asked me that. Because yes, you're going to see a lot of Close to My Heart videos. Well, not a lot, but I mean, my friend Kimmy and I are talking about trying to do a video once a week to challenge each other. and things like that. But I'm still going to be doing all my other videos. I think I have ADD when it comes to crafting. I'm pretty sure I've said that before too. I don't know what it is, but like I get so involved in one thing, and then I see you guys do something else, and I'm like, oh, I want to try that. So then I go through and I try that, and then you guys do something else, and I'm like, oh, look at that. I'm such a follower. Not in a bad way. Like I said, I'm watching all these art journaling pages right now, and I just sit there in awe and go, okay, I just watched that. How the heck did you do that? Oh, I got black smudges on that one somehow. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay, so those guys are done up until that point. Now we need to get... What do I do with my stamp set? Oh no. Oh, there it is. Just kidding. I need to get out a stamp block. Okay. So this one should be big enough for all of them. Yes. Except for that one. So let me get out my long one. Okay. There's that one. Alright. Hopefully I wasn't too much in view. Alright, so I won't need that for this one yet, but I need... that over there. Put that over there so I don't lose it. I need this piece. Alright, now here comes my challenging part. This is where I always screw up. I need a scrap piece of paper. I always screw up my stamping. Always. Like, it never ever fails. It's very aggravating to me. And it's not the stamp, it's not the ink, it's the operator, and I know it's the operator, which is what's more frustrating to me. Okay. So, and if you guys are wondering why I'm stamping my hand first, I watched another close to my heart consultant, and they had mentioned that there is a protectant on the stamp, so then your oils from your hand will remove that so you can stamp better. Okay, so now down here it says using slate ink. Oh, I forgot my slate. Come here, little buddy. Alright, slate. Using slate ink, stamp. Okay, wait, no, I'm up here. Stamp cake, stand, image. Okay, so let's start there. Okay, just a quick stamp off, perfect. Because my other enemy is when I get ink on the block, and it never fails. I always smush it onto the card. I always realize it after, and I'm like, oh, please, and I cross my fingers and I hope. Nope, I stamp right onto it. Never fails. Okay, so let's go this way, and I'm going to stamp kind of towards the bottom here. Why does it look like that's not straight? Again, just my eyeballs. Okay. Okay, it's still all nervous. I'm so afraid I'm going to screw it up. I don't know if you really can screw it up, but... Alright, see, that didn't come off as clean. I don't know if I didn't have enough ink. Okay. Nope. See, and then I end up going into, like, panic mode. And this is the reason why I love clear stamps. I'm really, really wanting to get that Misty, though. Okay, that didn't come out too bad. Alright, I'm pretty proud of that one. Alright, there's that one. Usually it takes me 2 or 3 times of actually using the stamp to get it down pat. Okay. that one. Right on the edge there this time. Okay. I'm hoping this video is not too boring. Oh man, this video is going to take forever. Probably going to do each one in parts then if it's going to take me this long. And I don't like the way that one's stamped. So I'm just going to redo it. I'm praying right now that my head's not in the way. Okay, that looks good. One more. So I'm probably going to do a part 1, part 2, and part 3. I'm trying to figure out what the heck my husband's watching over there. It sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not sure. Is it like Kindergarten Cop? I don't know. Okay, and that looks good. What did I do with my... And this guy. And sorry guys, I'm going to reach right in front of you one more time. Sorry. Big ol' arm in the way. Oh, no. Okay, come on. There we go. Put that guy back. Okay. Spray that off screen. Scrub-a-dub-dub. And good. And this guy over here. Get the excess off my top. Okay. I think I'm done with slate for the moment. So close this guy up. It's so funny. I just got a I don't think that I have by chance mentioned. We when we were doing our Disneyland trip, we ended up helping Jason's uncle move some of his stuff out here. We were, rented a little U-Haul and packed up some of his stuff, got him moved out to Arizona, got him a cute little place, and unfortunately he passed away. I want to say he was out here for almost 2 months maybe. He was like picture perfect health, and all of a sudden he got bronchitis out of nowhere, and he just, I mean, shot downhill so fast it was insane. I guess he had the flu first, and he, was okay from that, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he got bronchitis, and he just couldn't recover. He was 90 years old, so lived a full, beautiful life. But we did a family gathering on a Saturday, and he was gone that Tuesday. And so that was kind of... It wasn't really a shock, but it was a shock at the same time. Does that make sense? We were not expecting him to be gone that quick. So when he passed, when I met him in the hospital for the first time, he's so sweet. And he, when we were moving him out here, he goes, "Hey, is there anything in the house that you would like?" And I said, "Well, if you don't want your cassette carriers, I would love to have those." And he goes, "You got it. Those are yours." And I said, "Okay, I appreciate it." And when he passed, sure enough, first thing first, I got my cassette holders, and they are now my embellishment. I have some close to my heart embellishments in one of the drawers. I'll have to, like I said, when I do the room tour, I'll point it out to you guys. But it's just this cool looking thing. It's got 3 drawers on top. It's got 3 like small drawers up top, and then it's got 2 long ones below it. So my 2 long ones hold like my Project Life cards, and then my top ones, my one drawer holds my Ken Oliver inks, and then my middle one holds like my close to my heart embellishments, like the enamel gems and things like that. The trims and stuff were too big, so I don't put them in there. And then in the last drawer I just have like personal items, like my mirrors and gum and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I was just grabbing all my ink off of, and every time I grab my ink now I think of him. Or if I grab like an embellishment or something, I think of him. And then on the other side I have Grandpa Paul, which was his brother who passed away last year, also at 90 years old. I have his little tool. He used to have it in the garage with all his little tools, his little mini tools that he didn't want to lose, or screws and bolts and all that fun stuff. He had all that in the garage. So I took that and I repurposed it and painted it up because it was chipping. And so I've got both brothers on my desk. I think of them quite often. And Paul was just the type of guy that once you met him, you became a better person for meeting him. He was just so amazing. And he still is a huge, influence in my life, obviously. I think about him quite often. I have 2 of his hats that he used to wear on my, I have a floating shelf type thing, which my camera is actually hooked to, and 2 of his hats sit up there. It's amazing how people can influence you, even when they're not, because he wasn't my family member. This isn't somebody I grew up knowing as Grandpa Paul. This isn't, somebody, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's amazing who becomes your family. Because he became my family. In just, literally a matter of minutes. Like, I met him and I just totally fell in love with him. He was so sweet and so cute. Every time he saw me, hey, good looking. So cute. He'd tell my kids the same thing. Hey, good looking. What are you doing? I remember when he met Scarlett for the first time. I just cried because, I could see that he was going downhill, and he was having a hard time holding her by himself because the Parkinson's had set in so bad he was shaking, and he didn't want to drop her, so he was really nervous. Scarlett was like 3 months old when she met him for the first time, and so he, was asking for help before he could hold her, and he holds her, and he's like, "You're such an angel. You're so pretty." And I had to step away because I started crying. I'm such a pansy. Such a big crybaby. I like to think I'm tough. I'm really not. I'm really a wimp. Come to realize that the older I get, the more I cry. What is up with that? Like, I'm so not even old. I feel old, but I'm not old, and I know that I'm not old. I feel like I'm going through menopause, for crying out loud. Hot flashes, and cold, and freezing to death. It's 100 degrees outside. I've got a jacket on. It's 80 degrees, and I'm sweating. I don't get it, man. What is up with that? Why do we as women have to go through so many issues? Seriously, I tried telling my husband that. I'm like, what do you have to go through? Like, what do you have to look for? A midlife crisis? I think men just want a midlife crisis to say they have to go through something. Because, we go through menopause, we go through hormonal changes. Men want an excuse to act all crazy, too. We get to blame it on our hormones. Like, it's naturally induced. Like, we have no control over that. So they gotta come up with some crazy excuse as to why they're crazy. Once they hit 50 or however old midlife crisis is now. It seems to keep changing. Anywho, I don't know what brought on that whole tangent. But yeah. Oh. See what I mean? And it's really funny. I'm pretty sure I was talking about this earlier, and then I forgot I was talking about it, so I stopped talking about it. I'm going to need that here in a minute. Let's do my candles. I could never craft just one thing, and I am dying to get into art journaling. I'm not going to be any good at it. I'll be the first one to tell you, and I know this because I did my very, very first page, and I wanted to do my very first page just me, myself, and I. I wanted to make it personal, And, you know, because it's a beginning for me, and I'm always, you know, beginnings are very nerve-wracking and very scary. And so I just wanted, you know, me, myself, and I just wanted to be able to talk myself through it. And I was doing the art journaling, and the entire time I'm just sitting here going, this looks like crap. This looks so bad. Nobody is going to want to watch this. This is terrible. Like, I should stop while I'm ahead. I cannot believe I wasted my money to think that I could quite possibly be an art journaler. And then, I don't even know if that's the right term, I watched, I don't know how to pronounce it, Maramarley Art. She's here on YouTube. I will try to remember to link her down below. I just think she's phenomenal, and I don't know if she works for Prima, or if she just uses a lot of their products. Oh, that looks way wonky. I don't know what the heck I was doing there. Anywho, but I watch her in awe. Like, do you guys have what you would call like a YouTube idol? Like someone that you could just watch over and over and over and over again and go, I don't know what you just did, but it was amazing. She is that for me. She is my YouTube idol. Like, I want to art journal like her. Probably never will. I can't even stamp 5 candles straight. But one of the key things that she mentions is that you keep going. Who cares? Nobody, she's like, you know, you may not perceive it as art, but somebody else might. And, you know, I was sitting here thinking about it, like Picasso. That guy has some strange art out there, but it's famous, and people pay crazy amounts of money for it because it's a Picasso. I love his abstract art. Some of it seems a little wonky to me, and I don't get it, but it was still art, and he went for it, you know? There was no concern about whether or not anybody else was going to like it. He did it because it freed him. I probably should get a smaller block for that, but I'm not gonna, because I'm just stubborn like that. We're gonna roll with it. Oh, I won't need this one anymore. Not on this card. Holy Tubalo! 42 minutes already? Man, I'm slow at this. Alright. Speed it up, crazy. Oh, I didn't even stamp off that last one, did I? Just kidding. So I have decided to quit being my own worst critic and just enjoy it. So yeah, my cards might come out a little wonky. And I may not be as professional as some other people. But you know what? I'm me, and I've just got to be okay with that. I'll share my first page, but don't be mean. I mean, you can be if you want to. I'd rather you be honest than lie to me. But keep in mind it's my first, and my next is probably going to look worse, because it's always got to look worse before it gets better, right? But I'm excited about it. It makes me happy, and it makes me... And I want my journals to be inspirational for me. And you know, I can't be the only person in the world who thinks the way I do, right? I can't be the only person in the world who finds what I'm journaling inspirational. So why not share it? Somebody else might find it inspirational. Somebody else might be struggling like I was, or like I am, and can go, you know what? Heck, if she can do it, so can I. And that means more to me than anything else on the face of the planet, is knowing that, like me, because I was helped at some point, somebody else helped me find my journey. Okay, and then I need the happy. Oh, see, and I can't do that because not all of them are stamped exactly the same. I was gonna try to lay out the happiest, like this right here, and lay them on my block and then just stamp, but that's not gonna work because I'm a wonky stamper. And I'm like 99.9% sure that they're not all stamped the same way. Or the same distance, I should say. I feel like I'm not catching that beach. Am I? Oh yeah, I'm catching it better than I thought I was. Just kidding. This guy in the middle. I've got to admit, I've never done, like, I can't say I've never done, but I'm not really good at doing the whole assembly line thing. Because I'm impatient and I want it complete right now and I want to see it complete. So I'm usually really bad about that. This is actually working out pretty well for me. I'm pretty okay with this. Okay, that guy's good. Oh, they're all happiest birthday. Okay, so they're all their own words. So now this, actually, I should be able to lay this one on here because this is going on the same spot. Okay, happiest birthday. I love these stamps because I'm always terrified I'm going to rip, because like I said, I have zero patience. And so I'm always terrified that I'm going to rip the crud out of these stamps. These are really, really nice, thick stamps. So I'm a little more confident in these ones, that I'm not going to just tear them apart. Alright, if that's on there wonky, then guess what? It's on there wonky. And I'm going to stamp my hand and my arm a couple times. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, guys. Oh, this is terrible. Wait a minute, what just happened? I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, if I don't fix it, I'll get confused, because we all know how easily that's done. In case any of you guys are actually wondering what I'm doing, I was trying to stop my TV from going on to the next episode. Because when you watch wrestling, for those of you who might actually watch wrestling, there is like 2 episodes to it. So you have Raw and then you have SmackDown. And if you guys don't care, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to babble on about it anyway. So I'm behind, and then I'll go on like a wrestling binge, and then I'll watch like 3 weeks at once. But you have to watch Monday night's episode, and then you have to watch Thursday night's episode. And if I let it go too far, all of a sudden I'm watching Thursday night's episode from, you know, this last Thursday, but I haven't watched any of Monday night's episodes from 2 weeks ago. So I had to stop it. Sorry. Totally unprofessional. I know. I saw it starting to switch and I flipped out. Sorry. Oh, totally distracted me from whatever it was that I was talking about. It probably wasn't much anyway, because I seriously think I need to change my channel name to Rambling Babble or something, because I seriously don't know what I said 5 minutes ago, much less 5 seconds ago. It's so funny when I go back and I watch my videos, I'm like, oh my gosh, can you please, for 1 second, complete one thought? Just once in one of your videos, just one thought. Start it, finish it. Like, I even tried writing it down, but then I lost the notebook that I was writing everything down in, so that didn't work. And I was like, you know, because I was like, this is my, I want this to be, you know, like, I want to take this serious. I want this to be like a job, but not like a boring type job where I'm miserable and I don't want it anymore. I want to treat it like a job. I want to spend as much time with it as I can. I want to grow my channel and I want to grow me, you know. And so I was like, I'm going to treat this like a job and I'm going to take this seriously and blah, 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 blah. And just that, blah, 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 happened, and I lost my notebook. And then I forgot I even had a notebook that I was supposed to be jotting ideas down in, and I just decided y'all are going to love me or not watch me, or watch me for entertainment and laugh at me. Whatever, it's cool. It's free entertainment, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. Okay, just about done with this one. Okay. Because, yeah, I get frustrated watching. I don't know how you guys watch me, man. I don't know how you guys watch all the way. To those of you who watch all the way to the end, I love you and I give you kudos because I don't know if I could watch me all the way to the end. Like, man, that girl is so confused. She talks about everything and nothing at the exact same time. That is talent. I don't know. Do you guys ever do that? Do you guys ever go back and watch your own videos and go, what? What the crap was that? I do it on pretty much every video. I'm sure I'm going to do it on this one too. Be like, what the heck were you even saying? Nobody knows what you're talking about because you can't finish a thought. It's terrible. I don't know if it's a memory problem or if, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just so excited to chit-chat with you guys that I feel like I have to share everything all at once. And then I can't get it out fast enough because I feel like I'm on a time limit and then I freak out. It's like taking a test. You know when you're being timed, you, like, panic? Kind of like that. But it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable kind of panic. Because I know, like, my computer's not going to explode or anything if I don't finish in time, but I still panic. And, like, a part of me wants to learn how to do the voiceovers and all that stuff, and then I think to myself, you know what? No. You said in the beginning that everything you do is going to be real time. You're just going to have to talk a lot, which is obviously not hard for me to do. And this is a channel about the friends that I have on here, and that would be all of you. And just crafting and hanging out and having a good time, and that's what I want to do. And so that is what I'm doing. Okay. I'm kind of trying to figure out which one to say. I don't know if I want to make it exact, but I'm gonna try to stay close to. So I'm gonna use one of these. I'll stick one there, and I'll take a little one and stick it over here, and take one of these. I love that these are self-adhesive. Like, that just makes me so happy. I'm gonna take one of these. Let's get wild with it. Get crazy. Okay. Take one of these. Down here. So there's that one. Finally, I have made a card. I don't know if I like that 3D foam tape. Not that I don't. It's not that I don't like it. I don't like where I placed it, I guess I should say. Okay. So let me take one of these. Oh, don't flip. Whoa. Don't get crazy. How well will these go through the mailer? Anybody know? Because my mom's got to send this to Japan, so I don't want them charging her like $10 to... Shipping is insane. I sent a gift package to my winner, and that was nuts. Like, what? I mean, I was okay with doing it, obviously, but, like, I didn't realize shipping was that insane. Looking at the postal lady who looks all angry and bitter, and I'm looking at her going, what are you mad about? Is that terrible? Like, you're not the one who's paying the shipping. What are you so angry for? Golly. You're the one taking my money to make a paycheck. Man, that lady was mad. I don't know what she was mad about. She was mad about something. I don't know if somebody stole her lunch or what, but that lady is not. Every time I go in there, she is just not. Like, she is so miserable at her job. Like, I'm like, why are you even here? How do you wake up in the morning and go, I'm going to work? Like, if you are that miserable, how do you convince yourself that it's okay to go? I don't know if I could do that. I mean, a job's a job, and I would be grateful for a job, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if you're that miserable, I would be spending time looking somewhere else while I still had the job. So I had another job lined up, or whatever, but, man. My grandpa used to have a saying, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he still says it because he's Henri's I'll get out, but he used to tell me all the time, like, if any of his grandkids woke up in a bad mood, he'd be like, who pissed in your Cheerios? And I feel like asking her that question. I know it's totally inappropriate, so I haven't, but I really wanna. Yeah, because we used to always get Honey Nut Cheerios at my grandparents' house. That was like the coolest thing in the world. Alright, so there, not that it's very exciting, but I'm excited. 5 cards, all done. And they actually look somewhat identical. Like, I'm really proud of myself right now. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here because that took almost an hour. And I'm going to probably do card 2 because I'm all wired and full of energy for now. And I'll be back. So, talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm doing close to my heart videos. I hope y'all know that even if you do mind, I'm still going to do them because I have to, because I want to expand my business. But I don't want you guys to think that I'm just doing close to my heart. I just wanted to clear that up for a couple of people who would ask that no, although I am a close to my heart consultant, and I will talk about close to my heart a lot because I am promoting myself, and I am promoting my business. It's not my business. It's, you know, I work for them, but you know what I'm saying. No, I will be altering things, and I will be, like I said, I want to get into art journaling, and I want to learn how to do layouts, and I've got to do my Disney albums, and I still have a ton of stuff that, no, I'm not changing who I am as a crafter because I'm a consultant. Does that make sense? So, alright, I'm going on to the next card, and I will see you guys in a bit. Bye.